Welcome back. While it's not going to be the most wonderful time of the year for some consumers, the Automobile Association has released its final fuel price outlook for December. It's forecasting an increase in the price of petrol, with diesel set to decline. The AA anticipates that petrol will go up by 11 cents a litre, while the diesel price will decrease by 23 cents per litre. The Energy Department is expected to publish the official adjustments before they come into effect on Wednesday. So to get the latest, I'm joined now by AA's Leighton Beard. Leighton, thanks for joining us this evening. What's contributing to these increases?
Well, we've seen a lot of volatility in international petroleum prices, and that volatility is beginning to seep through into the local fuel price. We also have the Rand-US dollar exchange rate, which has been pretty volatile over the last couple of weeks. And these two factors are combining to give us this unusual picture where we're going to see an increase to petrol and a decrease to diesel. And as you said in your intro, Faith, this isn't great news for motorists at this time of the year. Many people, many families, obviously planning to go on holiday, and this will most certainly impact on those budgets.
I mean, we're looking at the fact that right now, many individuals, many people, particularly in this current economic climate, Leighton, would be seeking a decrease. So then how then do you start mitigating these increases?
Yeah, it's a very tough question to answer. How do you mitigate these increases? And we know that very many people obviously rely on their vehicles to get to and from work, and obviously to drop children off and to do daily tasks. And in the absence of reliable and efficient public transport, using your own vehicle is obviously the only option for very many people. Obviously, one of the ways that we think people need to mitigate against this is to budget properly, and that may mean that you need to cut back on other things in your budget that currently you may consider to be luxuries. So unfortunately, it would mean that you have to cut back on those things and make allowances for this fuel price increase to petrol. One of the positives that's obviously coming out of this is the fact that diesel isn't increasing. And diesel, as we know, is one of the big input costs in the manufacturing sector, in the agricultural sector. And when diesel prices go up, we invariably see other commodities and goods going up as well. Luckily, I don't think we'll see that this time around. It is just the petrol price, and you've got to make allowances for those. So budget properly, obviously, for the petrol price increase, and let's see what happens going into January. It's still early days, and hopefully we can get some sort of relief going into January if the picture as it is today stays the same.
I mean, looking at January in itself, are we forecasting that perhaps, I mean, you're saying that we can look ahead to January, but are we going to be seeing perhaps more of a stabilization where fuel is concerned?
I think we would hope so. If the picture, as I said, stays the same. We're looking at a Rand-US dollar exchange rate, which at the beginning of November was around 14 Rand 90, 14 Rand 95 to the US dollar. Currently, it's at 14 Rand 60, 14 Rand 62. So it's dipped quite significantly over the last couple of weeks. If that picture continues and the Rand strengthens against the US dollar, then that is a positive sign. Unfortunately, concomitant with that is we've seen the international petroleum prices increasing. So we started the month at around $61 a barrel. It's currently at around 63, and that's going to offset any gains that the Rand makes against the greenback. We're hoping, obviously, that both of these factors play in our favor going into January. As I said, it is unfortunately still early days. Hopefully that picture does change a little bit going into the new year, and we may have some better news for motorists who are coming back from their holidays at that time of the year. It's still early days. We're hoping, obviously, for the best if the picture stays the same.
Leighton, we're going to leave it there for this evening. Leighton Beard from the Automobile Association.